Vikings. So, all right. If you've watched Vikings before, you probably click on this video because you've watched Vikings, right? If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. But if you've watched Vikings before, you are definitely a fan of Ragnar. And I'm going to ask one question that I believe it's worth thinking about. All right. So here's the question: what if Ragnar wasn't the no? What if he isn't the hero that the show makes us believe that he is? What if this is just a man who risks his family's lives or the lives of the people around him just to satisfy his selfish ambitions? Think about it. What if this is not a man who thinks about others, but only himself? And I have my reasons for saying that. Okay, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to let you understand why I'm saying that. Because I'm also a fan of Ragnar. No doubt about it. I'm a fan of Ragnar. I like Ragnar as well. But let me start with this point. You see, throughout the series, Ragnar rarely, and I mean very rarely, values the opinions of others, because Ragnar is hell bent on achieving his goals, his ambitions, the original idea that arrived to him, that he thought of. Okay, and here's the reason why I say that he rarely values other people's opinions. You see, in season 1, episode 2, The Wrath of the Northmen, Ragnar did not listen to Lagertha, who is his wife. Lagertha did not want Ragnar to go to follow those dreams of his, believing that there's more beyond the Western Sea. Lagertha did not want that. So you see, Lagertha did not want him to go. Okay, but he still didn't listen. Even when his own Errol, his own leader, instructed him not to go, he disobeyed him and went regardless. I mean, the show will make you think, oh, he's Ragnar, is following up. You support him because that's how they've engineered the show. It's almost circling around him from the beginning. Okay, so you think, oh, he's a good guy, he's following his ambitions. They need to explore. The world is not just what they think it is. It's not like we support the kind of life that we're living or something, but he's the protagonist. All right, yet if you think about it like this, he actually seems like a bad guy. Because if you were Errol Harrison and looking through his lens, how will you see Ragnar? If you told him that, I don't want you to I don't want you to travel beyond the Western Sea. I don't want you to go on that voyage. Don't go and raid where you want to go and raid. And he defies your orders and does it anyway. How will you see him? Will you think he's a good guy? Will you think he's trying to save the people? No, because he defied orders, and usually the notorious people are the ones that are known to defy orders. Yeah, I don't fully agree that. I mean, you can defy orders, but you see, he isn't exactly the guy that the show paints him to be. The show shows us one perspective, and you need to look through a different perspective. Let's look at season 2. Here, Ragnar exhibits selfishness, and I'm going to show you the reason why I think he was being selfish. Now, so in season 2, episode 4, where Ragnar meets Aslog, and even though he had a wife, I mean, no one expected Ragnar and Oslog's meeting at that point like that. But the thing that surprised us the most is Ragnar's actions. So the man that you think is a nobleman, the man that you think is trustworthy, he ignores his wife's feelings to go for another woman. I mean, is this a man that you think is a good person? You let me know what you think. Is this a man that you think is a good person? That's a good question. So this mission that he is embarking on, this journey, is one that no Northman had done before. So it was a dangerous mission. It would have been okay if he had he had been given the permission to actually do what he wanted to do, but he was ordered not to do it, right? And he still riled up people to follow him on this mission, because this is a mission you can't do alone. So you are willing to risk the life of others for your selfish gains. Let's look at when they had to fight against the Saxons. Okay, Ragnar Ragnar followed his ambitions to the point where he had to build army, an army of people that are going to die fighting the Saxons. He didn't mind if they were going to die, to as long as he fulfilled his mission. He satisfied his ambitions. Now, this is a man that, if you look through this perspective, you can't call him a good man. But then again, the show paints him to be a good guy. I don't hate Ragnar. Ragnar is everyone's favorite character. But this is another way you can look at Ragnar. All right. So if you haven't watched Vikings, check out Vikings. Go and watch Vikings and come back here. Let's discuss it. Show me why you think he cannot be seen as a bad man, as a bad guy, and he is still definitely a good guy. Okay. And let's discuss it right here in the comments. Movie Detective, I'm out.